now. And I think one of the reasons why they're not doing anything is because we told our forces on the outside, he says explicitly, if someone gets shot or killed out here, until we figure out what's wrong and who's putting forward these false plans, then we're going to mobilize in defense of our patriots out here. We will do that. And they are understanding that. Yes. Because we're not here and they don't know everywhere we are, that's kind of holding them at bay. And there is an agreement that we don't want any escalation whatsoever. We don't want but we won't cut the supply lines for food and medical equipment for the protesters and stuff out here. Any more tactical equipment, communications, anything like that, it's not going to be delivered by the people anymore. We've frozen all those lines until we know exactly what's going on and we make sure our militias are not being set up. Okay? Remember, we can't de-escalate it and make sure it's... The food, water, and everything, that they will make sure that the people have that. With the hand radio equipment, any of the tactical gears, certain things they're requesting that they put out there, we won't send here. And we never sent firearms and munitions anyways. Remember, we came with humanitarian aid, so that's not going to be an issue. If they can still get those, then we've never been involved in that. But for the bodies, if they're telling you a bunch of people are coming, well, there's no one on our side that's going to come until we know what Ryan Payne's agenda is. Nobody. Until we have full clarification of what's going on. Because we don't want to have anyone here. I understand.
So, but my question is, why are law enforcement here?
Law enforcement is here to make sure that I can come get my personal property, my brother's property, and that there's no...
and that's including those radios?
And that is just, that's just including those equipment, all the food, water, medical equipment. I don't see any of the camping gear and stuff. We were going to take that and give it to the protesters. But my personal gears, my bug-out bags, my tactical equipment, my brother's bug-out bag, tactical equipment, if it's not here, it's been stolen or damaged, we're not going to press charges. I want to understand
I can tell you that no one here even knows who this man is.
Yeah, I don't know.
No one here even knows.
Never seen him before.
Only a couple of us know.
Several of us came in last
He's been here, so he knows from day one, so he understands.
Good. I just got up and in 2 more days I might be...
So you have any idea where your stuff is?
We are not, we don't know. We don't know right now.
So what are they going to do then? How are they going to find it?
They're not going to do anything. Okay. We have an agreement. I don't want anybody to think. I requested just one vehicle, but by their protocol they had to bring 2. They're just here to make sure that nothing happens because, there is a recording where they said they were setting me up and it predates the police report, so they know.
Now, I was here with the radio incident. I was in here when that happened. And I had a problem with that because that was your own personal
Well, it wasn't the radios. It was afterwards. The Minuteman came up to me and said that Ryan and Little Dog said that I was a CI for the FBI and I was wearing a wire. I run a recorder whenever I feel bad, and because I voted against Ryan, I felt like they were going to try to set me up. And one of the incidents, God answered one of my prayers personally, and they revealed what they were going to do to me. They said it clearly on recorder that they were going to have a long gun and a pistol, and I'm erratic with my behavior, and they would take care of me. Because that recording and the messages to the USM and the people that's been trying to help these people out here predates their complaint that they made. They know that it was a false report. And if we really wanted to hurt people or do anything, I mean, we would just say, okay, we want to press charges. We want to do this. We don't want the situation escalated. We don't want anyone over here to be afraid that the sheriff's going to come up here and fire a shot or anything like that. They're in agreement that they're not going to do that. And we told them that if they do that, if they do that, that our militias on the outside, the peaceful constitutionalists, will view that as an unconstitutional act against you guys. Okay?
Yeah, that would just be a spark we don't need.
We don't want that.
Yeah.
We don't want anyone to get killed out here. We only came to help. And somewhere along the line, maybe we've hurt, but it wasn't intentional. And because of all the lies and the miscommunications and the blatant attempt to get rid of us while we were trying to de-escalate, there's nothing else we can do here. The best thing is for us to pull our people out and just have faith that God's going to lead you guys in the right way and touch your heart should something happen.
This is confusing to me because I was under the impression that you guys left because of a potential drone strike.
No, I wasn't with. I stood there that night when that came. I stood there with there's only a few of us left. We didn't run. We knew it wasn't true.
Right.
We knew it was a false flag.
Oh,
We've had several recordings working with Breitbart themselves. So I mean, understand we are on the side of the Patriots and we're trying to protect your integrity.
Bundy's aren't going to leave.
Yes. And if I was a federal agent, understand, guys, I wouldn't have to be relying on local PD and everything else to protect me right now because of the threat to set me up. And that threat predates the complaint where they said I was waving a gun around or whatever. There's no disputing that. And they are aware of that. And if we wanted to do anything, we could. That's false police reports, if anything.
Yeah.
So we're not trying to escalate, like I said. Right now, we want to find our stuff, our personal belongings, and
Something about Nebraska? Did they pull some extra gear than they should have? Is that what?
No, it was New Hampshire.
I witnessed New Hampshire loading up a lot of equipment that was not theirs that we brought out. But once again, we're not trying to get anyone arrested, and we don't want a bunch of media saying there's a bunch of thieves and stuff
Did
out
your
here.
stuff come up missing after New Hampshire left?
I am Bill. Personal gear and my brother's personal gear. Are you aware of where our personal property is?
Which one was yours?
We had the 2 tents where you know where our tents were, where the North Carolina and Christian flag was flying. Those 2 tents were mine and my brother's, and all the gear inside of it was our personal gear. We want our personal gear and the radios, and then we leave. That's all we're asking for.
The only thing that I know of as far as the tent back there would be a sleeping bag or something else. Like that, not gear.
All this stuff was in there when we left.
Anything that was right there.
We went through the camp and didn't see it. So what we're saying is we don't know where my personal stuff is, my brother's personal stuff, and what we're saying is it's not here.
Unfortunately, a lot of stuff was taken.
Well, it would be prudent. It'd be prudent for us, like I said, just go. We're not going to make an issue out of this thing. It's not worth it for us. So we'll just Bill.
Bigger rock. Wow.
Robert, you wanna? We'll just write it off. I think God will replace everything we
Hey,
have.
I'm sorry that happened to you.
Yeah.
Nobody knows.